I know I miss you so much. It's been so long. Do you want to come hang out?
Under French law, it is illegal to feed pigeons in Paris.
Good. My study abroad in Paris has come to an end, and now my best friend Anna has crossed the ocean to join me because this summer we are backpacking through Europe. That's right, baby, we are riding the rail. The Eurail, that is. Our travels will take us through the Netherlands, Germany, Austria, and Italy, and honestly, besides getting Eurail passes and booking accommodations, we didn't plan out much of this trip.
And the place we're going to is Sacré-Cœur. Ah, très bien, oui.
Our first Eurail train will take us to Amsterdam in a couple of days, but first, I get to show my best friend my favorite city, Paris. Saying goodbye to Paris before we head on to our new adventure. So they were gonna take it down after the World Fair, but Anna's never been to Paris, so I'm taking her on my favorite walking tour of the city. I take everyone who visits on the same walking tour. It takes about 2 hours and covers most of the main tourist attractions quite quickly, leaving you free to just relax and enjoy the city and the people and French culture without feeling like you're missing out on the sightseeing.
Photo complexions that I adore, so hard to find, they seem impossible to score. So I dream of to someday find that vintage love.
The tour usually starts near my apartment in the 6th arrondissement and travels along the Seine, looping around from the Eiffel Tower to the Arc de Triomphe, then back down Champs-Elysee through Place de la Concorde, Jardin des Tuileries, and the Louvre, then maybe as far as the Notre Dame. One of my big culture shocks moving to Paris is how slow everybody walks here. And I walk extremely fast because of her. And so like my normal speed is pretty quick, even in America. But here, especially when it's crowded, I can't walk that fast because the streets are so crowded and everybody walks so slow. And at first it really pissed me off. Like I'd be like, hurry up, please. But then after time, I kind of got used to it. And like I'm walking fast right now, but when I'm forced to walk slow, it forces me to take in the scenery and enjoy what's going on around me and like slow down. And I think that that's very indicative of Parisian culture, which is like slow living and taking it all in. And I think that's maybe something that I should take with me.
But everyone's such a bore. Out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey.
Obelisk that they stole from me.
The lights were dim as our eyes met and you saw me. And forevermore, I'd like to share that vintage dream. And forevermore, we're living in that vintage dream.
Oh my god, it's a Paris rat, you guys, it's so big. Look at this guy. Oh, he's so haggard. Oh, this poor man. You got this. No, it's closed. Oh. That actually made me so sad. Au revoir, appartement. Je t'adore. Mouah. We're on our way for our Europe trip, kind of. So, we had our train tickets to go to Amsterdam, but it turns out you have to reserve seats, and we didn't know how to do that. So instead we're taking a blah blah car. No.
Yeah.
A blah blah bus. We're taking a blah blah bus to Amsterdam at 10? Whatever.
10 something p.m. And we're arriving at 6 a.m. in Amsterdam.
And our first stop in Amsterdam, the Weed Cafe. We waited at the train station as long as we could, even though it was freezing. I got a nosebleed. Typical. Then we took the metro to the general area where we're pretty sure the blah blah bus will depart. There's so many people. That gave me UCLA flashbacks.
This is not a terrible place to die.
We're off to such an exciting start. I think that's the exercise park. And our bus is supposed to be somewhere up that staircase. Behind it.
I'm pretty confident. It's literally just a couple of steps.
Pregnant. Its possibilities. This was a bittersweet goodbye. It felt like the city shone extra bright these past few days just to see us off. I've dreamt of living here since I was a kid, and now here I am, having experienced everything I hoped I would. I'm sad to turn the chapter from my life here, but I know everything that happened in it has prepared me for everything else to come.
Capacità dell'uso studente altamente qua, questo mondo come un fisico che facevano
You can see the vein in my forehead.
I think I've slept for a total of like 12 hours in the past 3 days.
I feel like a big bear that has awoken from her slumber. My phone case broke. I love about this museum is how much information the painting descriptions give you about like history and the artist and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yum. We got a stroof waffle. Nope. We got a stroop waffle. Yum yum. Yum yum yum. Okay, I'm gonna try to have one last pee before I tuck in for the night. Even though il n'y a pas de papier de toilette. So we're just gonna raw dog it. It's a good thing I am a professional squatter over the toilet. Let the record show it is 11 p.m. So today was super chaotic. It was our first day of travel for our summer Europe Eurail trip. And originally we were supposed to take the Eurail yesterday in the afternoon and arrive in Amsterdam like in the early evening. But something happened with our Eurail pass and we were not able to get on the train. So we ended up having to take a blah blah bus, which we boarded at 11 p.m. There was some chaos there too. We couldn't find the station because it was in the middle of fucking nowhere. Eventually we found it like with literally 10 minutes to spare, and then that drove for like 7.5 hours overnight. Super uncomfortable, but at least it got us there, and we arrived this morning at 6 a.m. We couldn't check in until the proper people woke up around 10 a.m. and then we got into our tent and stuff. But then after that, it was a pretty awesome day. We went to the Rembrandt Museum and walked around and went to the red light district for dinner, and then came back here and hung out with some of the cool people that work here and are visiting here. I've probably slept like a little more than 10 hours in the past 3 days because I've been like packing and cleaning the apartment to leave it in Paris. So I'm pretty dead and I'm gonna go to sleep now, and I will see you in the morning. We are going to Berlin tomorrow, and this time we are taking the Eurail. I'm manifesting it. I feel like shit. We're about to take the 5-hour train from Amsterdam to Berlin.
I was born near a place called Germantown and never thought much of it, but looking out at the actual German countryside, I really see the resemblance. All the way down to the Walmdach roofs. I started reading the second book in the Three Body Problem trilogy and didn't finish it before we had to leave Paris, so now I'm desperately trying to get through it as fast as humanly possible because the book is so big, I have to carry a fourth extra bag just to bring my book along. We've spent part of every train ride learning basic phrases in the local language. Anna learned some German in school. Meanwhile, I can't even say Ich spreche kein Deutsch. Case in point.
I feel like it's like warmer here. It does feel warmer. Thought maybe it was because we went south.
For bed.
Wo finde ich eine Toilette? The blister band-aid.
Good answer. on the hunt for a little baby towel for me because I couldn't bring my real towel. That works.
Okay, throw dinner.
Cute. Oh my god.
TV, yeah.
TV towel. Oh, cool. I'm at Uniqlo right now, which is where I bought this bag. I hate returning to the stores I've bought stuff at. It's like returning to the scene of the crime. When I was on my train to Berlin from Amsterdam, the woman who was sitting next to me was giving me recommendations for places to visit in Berlin because she's from here. And I mentioned that I like hiking, and so she was like, you have to visit Teufelsberg, or Devil's Mountain. And it's this, it's basically where all the rubble from World War II in Berlin was all put together. And then grass and like nature and life grew up out of it, and so now it's like a proper mountain. And so today my friend is at the gym this evening because she's training for a weightlifting competition when she gets back from our Europe trip, which means that I had a couple hours to myself, and so I'm taking a little sunset hike. Also, I fully thought that this summer trip was going to be like, you know, summer season, so I didn't pack anything warm. So when we went to Uniqlo today, I finally caved and I bought a down jacket. I know the point of a down jacket is like that it's warm, but oh man, did I underestimate how warm this like unassumingly light jacket could be. This is exactly what I needed because I have no space or ability to carry more weight in my bag. However, I also needed something warm, so this was pricey, but this was a good investment. Today was pretty cool. Anna has a friend that lives here in Berlin. He's studying abroad, and so he showed us around the whole city. We had our own personal tour guide, which was pretty special. I think tomorrow we're gonna try to chill. It's supposed to be rainy, and we've been walking a lot, and she's literally training for like a weightlifting competition. So we have to have like a downtime day. Also to do some more planning, because we really did not plan this trip at all before we got together. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. It's a fox. Look. That's a fox. Oh my god. This is why you always talk to strangers. That may be bad advice, but if it wasn't for that woman on the train, I would never have known to come here. I feel like I'm in a video game right now. I'm trying to find the overlook where I can see all of Berlin from the sunset, and I'm trapped in this hedge maze of graffiti art. I'm in a video game right now. I feel like I just wandered through a back room for an hour. That felt like such a liminal space, and they were playing like, I don't know how to describe it, like very psychedelic music. And yeah, I just felt like I was in a video game. It was really fun. The sunset from there, I'm sure is gonna be spectacular, but since I'm alone and it's getting dark and I still have an hour commute to get back to the hostel, I figured I'd better leave early and head back before it's dark. Germany, as the setting of all those little fairy tales, I can totally see it.
U-Bahnhof Friedrich-Wilhelm-Platz.
I want to show off my haul. I got some blueberries, ice cream, power bars, some blueberries, cherries, and like microwavable pasta. My total cost was $10. I understand why other countries can afford to cook for themselves. In Los Angeles, where I went to school, this entire haul would have cost me probably like 20 bucks. The tiny thing of blueberries alone would have been like at least $6. I definitely just got bit in the ass by one of those like red ants, and now it hurts. What should we do today? Huh? What should we do today?
Sleep.
Before or after we go to that place we're going?
What?
Okay, what should we do today?
Take the train to Munich?
That's a good plan.